Selamat datang ke episod yang seterusnya.
Okay guys, aku takut.
Drama sikit.
So tadi you were saying about your children.
So sorry, I ended tadi dengan the topic where my girls could see. So what happened was that can I name the place? So we were staying,
sure.
we were staying in Dubai Hills for I think after COVID that period or during the COVID period.
Oh, you mean here?
Yeah, here in Dubai.
Oh.
So everybody
By the way,
say,
Dubai Hills is quite a new property, a new hot
Correct.
property. Kan dia macam Beverly Hills
Desert,
gitu lah.
tapi oh my god, tapi talking about it, aku memang suka Dubai Hills lah. Okay, but then when this happened, kita macam think twice now. So Atira and Nafia, they are a bit special, so they can see also, and they are not very verbal to certain things. So one of the night before we move out of that house, Afia woke up at 1 in the morning, and I remember that we took down all the curtains in the house. So rumah tu macam bare, but we only left one room with the curtains. We left one room that we were staying in, which is their room, and because we had most of our items, the rest of the room house packed up. So that night we were sleeping in that room, and then Afia woke me up at 1 a.m. and she cakap, "Mommy, there's nenek at the window."
Oh.
Aku terus, "Babe, wake up! Babe, wake up!" Then she was like,
Serious?
Yeah. I penakut, very very penakut. But then I had to brave myself and keep, "No, nenek in Tampines. Nenek is not here. Can you go sleep?" Then he was like, "No, mommy, there's nenek there. Can you see?" Then I'm like, click. But that kid, and also because Afia is not very verbal in a way, because she's part of the spectrum. When she said this in full sentences, I was amazed. Because I rarely hear say in full sentences. Which then I also came to a realization that she can actually express herself when she wants to. So it's just a choice whether she wants to come and say or not to say anything.
You didn't like ask her after how the nenek looks like?
No, I didn't dare. I didn't dare descriptive. But it happened again when we were staying in Serena. We had a lot of things whereby she would suddenly from the door, she would run all the way to the kitchen and she'll sit in the kitchen for like. Then we were like, Afia, what are you doing here? No, I'm not sitting there. There's monster. And then she will point where. And then recently Amina would say things like that.
Oh.
So we were like, alamak, why all of them can see?
Kau rasa benda-benda ni ikut like from Dubai ke, from Singapore ke, or is it like macam
Allahu A'lam, babe. I
macam
really don't
like
know.
when they can sense that if you have this, you're born with it, right? The more that it will show to you.
I think there's something we should ask Ustad, but
Kan?
so far, we when we went back, we let them see, we did ruqyah and stuff for them in case, just to protect them, just to make sure that nothing follows. And then we just ikhtiar along the way, insyaAllah.
Sekarang rumah sekarang okay, Alhamdulillah.
Rumah sekarang one saja.
House.
Yeah, the current house. Afia said she was scared, and then Amina went to the previous Bibi and said, "Bibi, she's scared because there's monster."
Oh.
And Amina is only 3, but she can describe very well, unlike her sisters. So when she says that, we're like, Amina, can you don't talk so much? Like, don't scare kakak. No, mommy, there's monster there. That's why Afia is scared.
You mean she pun nampak?
Yeah. But Amina describes. Yeah.
So
So
yang kau punya old BB lah, the
Ni
one
yang-
dah balik ke?
correct. This is the one I returned. So this new one, so far Amina never said anything recently. So Alhamdulillah, I think all is fine.
Kadang bibi ni pun takut-takut
kan.
je. I mean, kita tak, in general lah,
Yeah.
orang kata kan, this bibi can also sometimes ada orang kata they themselves ini to protect themselves lah, orang kata working overseas. Tapi some of them can actually also nampak juga macam like I have a friend who baru recently juga macam kehilangan isteri lah, partner. And then after that so he's living with the bibi. Can you imagine? Like the wife
I
baru
think
passed away.
the cerita is not the person passing. I think the cerita is the bibi and the house.
Kan? And then the bibi claims to see dia punya
Ex-madam.
yes,
What?
the
In the
ex-madam
house?
in the house. Jadi macam like wow,
Cop, the majikan, the guy just live with the bibik tapi tak ada anak-anak dia.
tak ada anak.
That's all. Boleh ke?
Dia tak ada anak. But that is in the beginning lah. I mean, of course, after that dia letting go of the baby. Tapi macam during that period after ini kan, shortly after, macam just like few days after dia cakap dia claim, tak tahulah kan betul ke tidak kan. Tapi I mean, sometimes bibik-bibik ni pun menakutkan juga kan.
No, it's very scary. Yeah. I will freak out. Okay, tapi what else dia cakap? Dia cakap dia see the figure around the house.
Yeah, macam apa?
Passing.
Kelibat kelibat of that lah, So macam then he was like, oh, but
What was the husband's take on this? Do we know?
Lelaki apa dia punya reaction Kalau kita would be panic sikit lah kan.
Kamu merepek lah.
Kan macam lelaki macam act cool aja.
Tapi I think confirm dalam hati, alamak seramnya.
Dalam hati dia mana kita tahu. Tapi dia act cool legit lah. But then talk about this macam kehilangan lah I've also had I don't know, have you guys macam it hits us lah macam like kehilangan our partners out of topic daripada hantu terus ni
Tapi kan cerita macam gini lagi seram pada I daripada cerita hantu. Macam kadang-kadang I rather nampak kelibat daripada benda cerita hantu macam gini happen. So this is another perspective of hantu.
Things that scare you.
Yes.
Okay, speaking of that, like korang ada ever have this conversation with your husband tak? That like one day if kita sudah meninggal lah,
Tak ada.
kita pernah macam cakap like, kalau I meninggal mati, you tak boleh kahwin baru lah. Kalau kahwin baru aku jadi hantu lah.
Oh my god. I selalu cakap dengan Fadil, you jangan kalau I mati dulu, I jadi hantu tau. I duduk depan you nanti baru you tahu.
No So
No, cannot.
not for me too.
Tak boleh
No. I tell my husband no. I mean,
you are the first and the last.
yes, I told
The
him
last
I
one.
want you to be
Dunia
my
dan
first and my
akhirat.
last. Even dunia dan akhirat.
InsyaAllah,
So
insyaAllah.
it's a no. Inshallah, it's a no to me lah. But there are husbands who. How do you?
Tak, lelaki I think no matter what, they are always lonely. Dorang need a companion tau. Dorang kalau baru kehilangan cakap okay lah, macam dorang sedih, macam, tak nak kahwin lagi lah. Dia ada first love lah, gini gitu geduk.
Kan
Sekali gombal.
Tup. Less than 6 months, then you got to know,
You
found
got
someone else. I mean of course cakap dah jodoh lah. Memang kalau dah jodoh lah. But
Tetap I jadi hantu. I akan duduk depan you and you akan nampak muka I hari-hari. You nak tak?
so, kalau kau akan jadi ni lah.
Aku akan jadi Pontianak
Kau
tubik.
jadi Sunda Bola lah. Kau akan Honda till dia
Kau nak kahwin baru, aku di sini.
I told my daughter, please make sure your ayah doesn't get married. But then it's like, yalah, let's macam kadang-kadang macam kita pun kesian dah. Lelaki ni kadang-kadang mungkin pada diorang so
Diorang
they
cepat
want to
lonely
feel,
lah.
yes,
They always need a companion.
from untuk menjaga, mungkin after that dia nak rasa dijaga.
Betul?
That makes sense.
You
Actually, we
get me?
never thought of it.
Because kalau especially when you jaga seseorang yang tengah sakit ke apa kan, untuk seorang lelaki who are very faithful to you.
Yes.
And then after that when they pass, mungkin after that they pula feel nak
The longing
dijaga.
to be needed.
Yeah. Not needed but to be, orang kata they orang pula yang nak
Dikasihi.
yes,
Sounds very cheap,
dijagalah. Maybe we can give that to them now.
Yalah, I mean at the end of the day, kalau dah jodoh dorang is their happiness.
Yeah.
Kita doakan je lah kebahagiaan dorang kan. Kalau dorang
But not me lah.
to other people but not you.
Azhar?
Me,
Yeah.
before I even say anything, he'll be like, Tidak, anda akan kahwin lain.
Ya ke?
Sudahlah.
Azhar hot tadi dia pergi Dubai Mall.
Siapa?
Ada satu orang
Justin
macam
Baldoni.
Justin
Baldoni.
Siapa nama dia?
Nama dia Umar.
Kalau betul-betul nama dia Justin Baldoni, he's an actor tau. Dia actor. You Google.
Macam gini, tak apalah Azhar kalau Fahmi tak.
Dia bilang, aku bukan apa, aku kat Dubai Mall kat atas, kau ada perangai macam gini.
No, but in all honesty kan, I think last time si Azmi, I think confirm kalau kau tanya dia actually lupa. I remember that time one of his relative pass away ke apa. Then he asked me, wait, kalau you mati, I kahwin baru boleh tak? He literally asked me that. I think confirm kau tanya bila mana cakap tak ada, tengok muka dia.
So you nak kita
tak ada. So I said okay lah, kalau I mati nak kahwin lah. Tapi my harta, my duit semua you jangan sentuh.
High five.
No, because aku dah goal I mean, okay lah, but at least give at least 1 year you mourn for me lah. You sedih.
1 year je lah, 1 year.
harta tak dibawa mati harta tak dibawa mati
tak payah lama lah. I mean kalau kau dah move on, because I believe when you pass away kan, kalau let's say your partner remarried kan, nanti aku pernah dengar lah ustaz cakap nanti Allah akan gantikan someone better in akhirat. So hopefully lah gantikan someone who looks like Brad Pitt kan, handsome kan, macam Justin Baldoni, minus the hair kan.
Sabato Junior.
So I always think in that light lah, because nothing is certain that belongs to you forever, even this life or the hereafter.
So the thought of it is really very scary. It's more scary than cerita hantu. For me. But yeah, insyaAllah semua yang baik-baik lah. Kita doa yang baik-baik.
but it's like you know, for us women, I'm not sure, I ni bukan ahli sangat lah, bukanlah pandai sangat, but for us it's like kita punya pasangan di akhirat is our last husband that we with.
Yes. I heard about that before.
So macam that's why for me is like, no, I am not willing. Like my husband, I told him you
Dunia
will
dan
be
akhirat.
will be mine dunia dan akhirat. You know, that kind of thing lah.
Tapi I'm willing.
Asalkan jangan touch harta aku.
Jangan touch harta aku.
Anak-anak macam mana anak-anak?
Anak-anak belakang cerita lah kan.
Kalau anak-anak okay? Kalau anak-anak okay?
Yeah.
Tapi do you think that it is easier for a guy to move on atau a girl to move on?
Obviously
Guy
lah.
Yeah.
Kenapa
Don't know. I think women have a different macam diorang kan look at things built differently or look at things differently, and kita punya coping mechanism is better because kita kan macam built to resist certain
And
things.
we women are more emotionally independent. Macam I think
True.
kita tak payah nak companionship. We know we have our children. I think we can live on our
Sometimes
own.
we are much stronger than we think we are. You know, when things happen, probably we can rise up to that.
That's why we are the chosen one to give birth. Nak senang ke nak give birth? Kan?
How many kids pun tetap sakit pun tetap. But yalah, mungkin to these people is like what I said lah. From dia yang menjaga, mungkin dia nak pula rasa dijaga. You know, to these people. So probably kita can kasih kesian lah juga. And lelaki pun tak boleh hidup seorang kan.
Exactly. Tapi kalau let's say whoever kita macam non-Emirati meninggal kan kat sini, kita boleh dikuburkan di sini atau we have to fly back to our country?
Now,
I mean the
Yeah.
For residents, yes.
Boleh. They have a tanah down here for residents. Pas.
Kira kan sama lah with the rest.
Oh, okay.
Tapi if you're on a visit,
Tak boleh
you're
lah.
a tourist, no, cannot. Yeah, but I have this one recently who they came here for a holiday, and then is rezeki arwah lah that she was the first orang kata foreigner to be buried here. Yeah. Dia punya rezeki lah. Kalau tak, memang you have to bring
Mahal
back.
tak? Do you know the cost?
The bring back
I mean no, to be buried here.
okay, if I'm not mistaken lah, it's all taken care by Dubai municipality.
Wow. As
So
long
it's
as
free.
Islam lah, orang Muslim.
Yeah, correct.
Even
As far as I know.
even for residents lah.
Yeah.
But can we choose a cemetery or is allocated?
Assigned, I think.
It's already assigned to you.
Yeah, but the cemeteries here are not very it's very different from the one in Singapore.
Yes, it
Macam
is.
dia terang-terang
Back to
macam pagang
basic.
bola.
Yeah.
Tak ada apa-apa kan? Tak ada batu
Tak
nisan.
Tak ada.
One
Yeah.
stone, like one.
Yeah, just the Nissan lah. That's
Ada
it.
nama?
No, I
Tak
don't
ada.
think so. I think ada plot number.
Ada lah, yes. Ada plot
Yeah.
number, ada lah.
Very
But
simple.
sekarang pun dah advance sikit tau.
Oh.
Now then I can see like ada jugalah dapur kecil lah, macam a simple ini, but not many. Belum banyak. So that family lah was asking me macam can kita tanam pokok ke apa, macam kita dekat Singapore like that, right? Tanam pokok. So I cakap sini nak tanam mati
Sama je dia dry up.
Cannot, and it's also not allowed lah actually to tanam all that. So like you said, it's just empty like that. But yeah, kalau kita residents, kita kalau kita meninggal kita boleh be buried here. Tapi kalau foreigner
Kena fly back
tak boleh.
the body.
Yeah, fly back, and that is mahal
Yeah. Ya, kena
Right.
insurance lah.
Yeah,
Correct.
and kena
Can we claim insurance? I don't think so.
Tak, you have to buy travel
You have to buy
insurance
travel
lah before
insurance
that.
lah.
Yeah, before anything happen.
dia kena embalm kan?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Kesian lah
Kesian.
Yeah, but hopefully tak terjadilah pada our relative that is visiting here lah. InsyaAllah. Yeah.
Okay lah.
Tapi how do you think you are going to orang kata feel let's say if you have your family who is here and then you live here. Jadi macam nak the feeling of kalau kadang-kadang kan macam orang kata kebumikan away from
Family. Family macam okay.
yeah.
Actually, I've never thought of
You
it.
mean
Yeah, no.
they kebumikan? Oh, you mean if I'm like
If I pass and then I'm buried here,
Yeah.
oh.
that's I never thought of it. But if that's how is
That's the best for me and the family.
Yeah.
Then insyaAllah dipermudahkan semua orang.
because my family we don't visit graves and cemetery. We don't look after the grave. Apa tu?
Dapur-dapur.
Yeah, we've never done all that. So, but Fahmi's family does. So every time lanjut pergi, I just visit my side, and then every time my side will be like one forest. So much so that when I visited my mom, one day suddenly there's carpet grass. Then when I asked like, what happened? Apparently the person beside my late mom paid to fix my mom because they say kesian orang ni agaknya tak ada keluarga.
Kenapa your family don't do that?
Yeah, my family don't believe like
It's not your
like,
tradition
Yeah,
lah.
it's not like
your tradition.
It's not ours.
So you don't visit the
No, like my family is like the Arabs, yeah. Like
Macam it's just asalkan
you once
you
you're
remember
gone,
them in the prayers.
Yeah, exactly. Once you're gone, we pray for you and all
and
that.
okay, talk about that also. Kalau kita kebumikan kat sini, kita kat Singapore, women also pergi ke kubur.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, some right, which actually
Tak
this is
digalakkan.
tak digalakkan lah. But here is strictly
Oh, tak boleh?
No.
Only the men can
only
visit
the men. Yeah,
Oh,
here
okay.
is
But we
strictly
can do
no.
visiting after that, kan?
After that, yes. After that, maybe the next day, can. But bila dia kebumikan tu,
Yeah.
cannot.
Only men.
Only men. Yeah. So apa tu?
That's something new.
Yeah. So there's a time where we had a family ini, they wanted to go to the kubur lah. Jadi the yang kebumikan kat sini kan, jadi the family from ini came, and then I said tak boleh lah. So they're like, oh kenapa tak boleh? I said
Memang dalam.
yeah, but we did, orang kata I drive
Yes.
to the kubur, but we stayed in the car, but not out.
Okay.
Setakat itu je.
And then I heard
kita
here,
boleh.
no matter what time also, it has to be buried
24
Correct.
hours.
as
Yeah.
soon as possible,
Yeah,
right?
sebab tu tadi I cakap
Yeah.
the cemetery kat sini macam pada mula is very brightly lit. You jalan sebelah pun you takkan takut. Macam especially Al-Qusno Oasis Mall, there's a mall next to that cemetery. And
I don't even know. Kan, that's how macam ignorant, how macam it looks
Yeah.
like just a padang pasir like you
correct.
said kan.
Yeah. So the only
People
time
probably park on it.
So the only time I knew about that was because I was telling Fadil, kenapa this place is so brightly lit macam malam-malam. And then of course sekali maybe ternampak macam ada orang crossing and then ni kan kubur. Dan macam
Orang tak ada macam signage.
ada signage
tak
but
perasan.
apparently
Tak nampak,
because it's also gated. Yeah.
Mungkin tak ada pokok-pokok.
Okay, so maybe
Tak ada
next
pokok,
time
yes.
kita take a picture.
Mungkin tak ada pokok-pokok, jadi tak nampak takut
Yeah,
lah.
there's no pokok. It's like literally just flat land kind of thing. Yeah. And then just this because I saw the Nissan so macam the different Nissan you can see, but it's like in order and it's just very neat just very neat and clean. So I think that's why we don't macam takut, you know.
Yeah.
Tak rasa takut sangat kat
Maybe
sini.
the hantu so in different form. Like you know right, hantus come like shapeshifters,
Yeah.
right? So maybe orang kat sini takut dengan lain benda. Kat
Kita pun
Singapore
boleh jadi
takut dengan
hantu.
lain benda.
Kita
Yeah.
pun boleh jadi hantu.
Kan
I
dah
think
cakap.
sini lagi takut
I akan jadi hantu.
Manusia hantu daripada hantu-hantu.
Kita pernah dengar tak Salina punya ni
Oh my god, Halina mesti ada banyak
mesti dia ada
cerita.
banyak story kan.
yes.
Oh, forever
About
banyak
all
cerita.
this,
Okay lah, next time kita kena call Salina lah. Hopefully tak ada last minute emergency eventuality.
And I also curious whether or not dia kasih tak laki dia kahwin lagi
Oh, kau dah tanya dia pun dah asap semua dia. Okay lah.
InsyaAllah. InsyaAllah next one lah.
So the next one, yes. Thank you for listening to us.
Dengan kita membebel.
Dah lama tak membebel-bebel. Okay lah. See you
InsyaAllah
all
the
next
next one
time
with
again.
Sadina.
Saya Farah. Before you forget.
Azam.
Nani.
Till the next episode.
See you.
Bye.